Good morning. Thank you for being here today. Today I'm going to talk about NuCryo Vascular and the next generation cryoplasty balloon. Quick investor disclosures to get out of the way before we get started. But the goal of me being here today is to seek a strategic Series C investment of $6.5 million, which we believe will triple our current valuation. A commercial partnership or a merger or acquisition. The reason we're seeking this offer is because we have a strong market opportunity, as was presented earlier in the peripheral market. It's a growing market with a significant revenue potential. We have a product that's on the market, generating revenue now, that's safe, reliable, has various indications, and is absolutely a plug-and-play technology. Strong clinical data, and we have an operations team that's currently producing the product. It's super efficient, transferable, and scalable. And we have a team of 7 people with 1 direct salesperson, and that team brings no integration concerns. So again, absolutely a plug-and-play technology, commercial viable product. So again, attractive growing market. As was mentioned earlier, the peripheral balloon space, specifically angioplasty market, is over $1 billion market in the United States alone, predominantly managed by drug-coated balloons, which have a safety concern, as mentioned earlier. There's 5 main types of angioplasty balloons: standard POBA, scoring, cutting, or the drug-eluting or drug-coated balloons, and then polar cath, which I represent today. So what is polar cath? Polar cath is the only specialty balloon on the market that combines mechanical force of balloon inflation with cryogenic therapy or cryocooling. It's safe, effective, is very cost-effective, indicated, and is a proven technology for peripheral vascular disease. I think it's very important to talk about the NuCryo timeline. Some of you guys might remember the polar cath balloon represented by Boston Scientific. It's the exact same technology, but it's been redesigned. And let's take a look at this. In 2005, Boston Scientific bought Cryovascular Systems, i.e. the polar cath balloon. Immediately upon integration, this jumped up to Boston Scientific's fastest growing peripheral product, and it was over a $40 million annual franchise for them. However, in 2011, Boston Scientific had to divest certain technologies based on their reorganization that were under $1 billion market. So if you were a CRM or a coronary, you survived. Certain franchises, even if it was the fastest growing, had to be divested. Come along Dr. Joy in 2014, the original founder and CEO, along with some angel investors. We bought the technology back from Boston with the goal to re-engineer, redesign, and bring it back to market based on physician demand and the specialty technology that it offers. Hence, in 2015, we got our 510K for our reposable unit, launched in 2016, and we've been growing sales ever since with basically 1 salesperson. 2 key points. In 2018, CMS changed the pass-through code for drug-coated balloons and eliminated that additional payment. As a result, it leveled the playing field for cryoplasty and other balloons. And then in 2019, the FDA rejected Lutonic's application for below-the-knee application and also confirmed the mortality signal associated with drug-coated balloons. So what is the next generation system? As you'll see here, there's 3 components. A reposable, non-sterile inflation unit, hence the premise for our 510K in 2015. A sterile catheter and a non-sterile nitrous oxide cylinder. The benefits in the next generation system, and this is really important because it lowered the COGS. It allowed us to do 100 inflations, more than 100 per inflation unit. So therefore, we reduced the cost from when it was sold by Boston by nearly 50%, reduction in COGS by nearly 50%, almost doubled manufacturing efficiencies, and reduction in waste both at the customer and in the manufacturing facility. And more importantly, from the tech and the previous physician user, ease of use was increased. What are our indications? Take a look here: subclavian, renal, iliacs, AV access grafts, and the entire clinical leg, above the knee, but specifically below the knee, where there is not a biological treatment option currently available except for polar cath or cryoplasty. In addition, there's over 200,000 stents placed annually in the United States. We have an indication for post-dilatation of nitinol stents. Therefore, you can put a stent in, post-dilate with our technology, the cryogenic therapy, and you minimize binary restenosis. Clinical data, level 1 data. We have intellectual property that's been confirmed by Wilson, Sonsini, Goodrich, and Rosati, so we can check that box. In addition, we have new clinical data and indications coming our way. Polar registry, we have 2 PIs identified. That should start this quarter. Polar BTK, again, confirming and sustaining the below-the-knee data. AV fistula, which is over $150 million market opportunity, and then in-stent restenosis. This should be able to be obtained in roughly a 6 to 9 month period at a very relatively low cost, which adds to our indications. Whenever you talk a product that's on the market, it's important to talk about the efficacy and safety story. Safety at the forefront of every medical device. A 3-year study was done on over 66,000 procedures, confirming the safety of our indications. In addition, over 270,000 plus cases have been performed with this device. Again, safe and effective, strong clinical data. If you throw those in the funnel, what comes out? A time-tested, proven device without a mortality signal that's extremely safe and has DCB or drug-coated balloon-like efficacy. Speaking of drug-coated balloons, anti-restenotic technology, billion-dollar market and growing. Every balloon, drug-coated balloon on the market in the United States today, in Boston's Ranger that's coming, is paclitaxel based. However, the mechanism of action of all drug-coated balloons is apoptosis. Cryoplasty, through its cryogenic cooling, also has the same apoptosis mechanism of action, but without the drug. People refer to us as the organic DCB. No drug, cryogenic cooling therapy, similar results with a lot more indications. How do we compare? We can't do an apples-to-apples comparison, but we can cull the literature and compare data in the printed IFUs from each representative company. If we take a look at the Kaplan-Meier curves or the patency rates, you'll see here it's very similar. Again, similar results, more indications, lower cost, no safety issue. We are reimbursed, as all drug-coated, or as all angioplasty balloons are, outpatient, office-based labs, and inpatient settings. We are the low-cost provider of a biological or apoptotic treatment option, which is critical. So what's our message? It's simple. We're differentiated, we're low cost, we're easy to use, we have a great safety profile, and we're time-tested in office-based labs or in hospital settings. We help expand therapeutic treatment options or case management, driving significant revenue. We're an alternative to drug-coated balloons. We're also adjunctive therapy to other atherectomy devices, stents, whatever have it, the treatment algorithm. Maximize indications, and we also improve margins, lower cost, and manufacturing efficiencies. A real tuck-in therapy treatment option. In regards to that algorithm or treatment option, how do we fit? As seen earlier, once you cross a lesion, what can you do? You can use standalone cryoplasty therapy. You can use alternative debunking therapies, atherectomy, and post-dilate with cryo. Again, the message earlier was leave nothing behind. Cryo does the same thing. It leaves nothing behind. Calcified lesions, we work. However, if you have to put a stent in, then you might as well follow up with level 1 clinical data and post-dilate that stent with cryoplasty, per the COBA study. Again, a lot of treatment options as a tuck-in therapy for a current sales team. Revenue. As a standalone company with 1 rep, 7 employees and 1 dedicated rep, and a few 1099s running around, we'll do $5 million, and we will be break-even profitable by next year. If we partner or get acquired by a sales team that has 25, 50, 70, or 100 reps, we will absolutely be doing plus $20 million in annual revenue. Investment bankers call us an accretive asset of about $150 million. We have 0 debt. We have no VC money, no strategic money. We're funded by high net worth individuals. We have a strong management team, Dr. Joy, Rich Ferrari, and Steve Van Dyck, all associated when Polarcath got acquired by Boston Scientific. Medical advisory board of significant thought leaders in the industry. And again, we have a great opportunity. Plug and play technology with sales, all the indications necessary, easy adoption and sales training, clinical data, highly efficient operations, financial, soon to be profitability with no debt, and high quality product. That leaves us with the market opportunity that I'm presenting you with today. Thank you for your time. I look forward to speaking to you in the breakout sessions or during lunch. Have a wonderful day.